Yo, this is First, coming at you from the Comeback Kids. Want to welcome you to our Daily Clash YouTube video. Got a couple of things we want to talk about today. But before I do, I made a list of things I wanted to get to, but I want to go over a couple things I just saw this morning. We are we are in a war with Lost Dickies. Very new in the war. They've used 9 of their attacks. We used 6. We're down 14-8. We're going to have to step up our game a little bit, Comeback Kids, for those of you watching. We've gotten a little bit lackadaisical in the first couple of wars against very inactive clans. I think our first war we won 25-2. They didn't even bother filling their war castles. So we've known we were going to win the first 2 wars within the first hour of starting. But this is a much more committed clan. Very high-level raids. They're using high-level hogs, drags, Balloonian, and they're going. I mean, if you look at us, they've gotten 2 stars or 3 stars on a number 3, 4, 5, and 6 base. Amazingly, though, they haven't had that much luck against anyone below that. So they've 1-starred Shy Killer, 1-starred Joker, 1-starred Stunna, and 1-starred Master. And I'm going to talk about that attack on Stunna here in a minute, because that was actually their top guy that attacked him. And I see Joker just got attacked. I hadn't seen that. So Lakernsha, he was attacked by their number 3 guy, actually. And I have not seen that attack yet. Let's take a quick peek at that. So Joker's got a good base set up here. Oh, he uses the Balloonians, but here comes the clan castle, and yes, there are wizards in the clan castle. That is going to spell disaster. If you don't know anything about the balloons, they only go for defenses, so they're going to ignore the wizards. They're not going to do anything. Just like when you send a couple of wizards on some hogs, they don't even pay attention to the hogs. Meanwhile, the hogs are behind them, using their splash damage and high-level damage, just take them down. And you can see these guys right here, these blue wizards, are just destroying these balloons. And the balloons don't even seem to care. A couple of shots, and they're taking down the whole gob of them. So here in the south, he finally drops a lightning spell, but you can see it was not enough to take out the wizards. Meanwhile, he has no balloons left. He's got to be saying, "Oh crap! I'm a minute into my raid. I've only got 30% and no balloons left." But he's got some high-level minions here, level 5 minions, and they will go after the wizards. So those wizards will be gone here in a second, and I guess these minions were able to get over 50%, but with that Tesla still there and the air defense still there, that must be why they did not get to the town hall. So good defense, Joker. Really poor execution by their number 3 guy, but their loss is our gain. So this is fairly predictable. These minions are going to fly around. I've done Balloonian raids myself. This would have frustrated me as a Balloonian raider as well, but this is why you gotta draw out the clan castle troops, especially if there's wizards in there. These wizards do devastating damage to hogs and balloons, because those hogs and balloons won't do anything to protect themselves. They'll just keep going after defenses. So we'll speed through this. He's gonna get pretty high percentage, but you can see those minions are gone. They bring in the Archer Queen, but there's just not enough time. He tries to rage her. That Tesla gets a hold of her, and she dies. So looked like she was just starting to attack the town hall, but the Archer Queen probably should take out the Tesla before starting on the town hall. But Archer Queens aren't that smart. All right, well that was fun to watch. Good job, Joker. But actually, what I wanted to show you was their number 1 guy, Captain Fuji. Captain Fuji is their number 1 guy. He's only a level 74. You can see the number 2 is a level 93, but Captain Fuji is a Town Hall 10. Let's see here. He's a Town Hall 10. Now, looking at his base, if not for the Expos, the Inferno Towers, and the level 7 and level 8 walls, this could be a Town Hall 6, I think. I think Town Hall 6 or maybe Town Hall 5 is when you unlock the level 3 Wizard Towers. Level 4 mortars, just amazing. Level 6 archer tower. I mean, this guy obviously rushed very quickly to Town Hall 10. He has not been in the game for very long. You can tell because he's only cleared out 367 obstacles. That's kind of a good measure of how long a guy's been in the game. He's also only won 144 multiplayer battles. So 367 and 144. And compare that, I've been playing for about 8 or 9 months, and I've removed 727, so, well, I guess I've removed about twice as many, so maybe he's been in for a few months. And his 144 multiplayer, I've won 2246. So he just doesn't have the raiding experience, and it shows. He attacks Stunna 1387, and I didn't think I'd ever see this. This is pretty funny. So, I could critique a whole lot of things. I could critique the fact that he started with a golem to draw out the Barb King and the Clan Castle. A giant could have done that, but he wanted the golem, which has 450 dark E cost and 30 spaces in his army camp, to make sure that he got those Clan Castle troops and Barb King out. Then he dropped a healing spell on top of a golem. Golem's got the high hit points. You don't need a healing spell on a golem. That was just a waste. Then he drops another golem, whatever. Brings in his archer queen. I'm not going to nitpick the guy. Everyone's got their own raiding style. But then he brings in the hogs. And this is where the really funny crap starts to happen. Let me speed it up a little bit. I'm very impatient. So here come the hogs. And he first drops a healing spell before they've even really had much damage. And here comes the funny part. He drops the jump spell. I have made jokes about using the jump spell with hogs or with balloons or dragons. I never thought I'd see a day where it would happen, because you don't get the jump spell until Town Hall 9, so you would presume that anyone that's hit Town Hall 9 has been in the game long enough that they're not going to put a jump spell. Now, some of you may tell me that he hit it by mistake. I don't think so. He had to go down to the bottom of his screen, change over to jump spell, move back to the top of the screen, and hit it right by the hogs. Unbelievable. And, I'd like to think that maybe he learned his lesson. But, in his mind, maybe the jump spell worked. Those hogs were able to jump over a wall. Whoa! And he may think that he pulled off a great coup here. But, anyway, this is why, hey, you want to race your base to Town Hall 10? More power to you, man. It gives guys like me great comic relief, being able to laugh at some of the stupid things you do. So that was pretty funny. So Stunna's going to get 1 star. He basically will give up the 1 star here, putting all those buildings on the outside. He's trying to make it very tough to get the 2 stars. And so that system is going to work in this case. So well done, Stunna. These P.E.K.K.A.s are just going to kind of make their way around the outside and eventually run out of time. So yeah, the base design works just like design. So well done, Stunna 1387. All right. So I got one other thing that I wanted to bring up that I'd meant to bring up at the last video and didn't remember until it was too late. So I'm going to go back in the last war. I was asked the question by a clanmate yesterday about Inferno Towers, and so I had planned to talk about this anyways, and that just reinforced that the issue is of interest. For those of us who haven't hit Town Hall 10, and there's no one in our clan who's Town Hall 10, Inferno Towers are very intimidating. They're that new defense. They've got a couple of different settings. They're loaded with Dark E. They're big, bright red, laser-like attack on our troops. And but every defense has its strengths. Every defense has its weaknesses. And I'm going to show you one of the Inferno Towers' weaknesses. Inferno Towers can be set to either single target or multi-target. If it's single target, it's only going to go after one target, obviously, the name implies. But the damage per second is going to ramp up as the time goes on with that Inferno Tower locked in on a target. So let's say an Inferno Tower is set to single target and it goes after a dragon. it's going to start at 24 damage per second, but after 5 seconds, it's going to be at 1,000 damage per second. So you can see that your dragon's maybe going to last, 5 or 6 seconds, and then it's going to be fried. On multi-target, the Inferno Tower is going to be able to go after up to 5 individual targets, but it's only going to be able to do 30 damage per second. And these numbers I'm using are all for level 1 Inferno Towers, which is what the guy has that I'm about to show you. He's got it set on multi-target, and so it can go after 5 at a time. And Afa uses a dragon raid, and you can see how these dragons respond to the Inferno Tower. Got that air defense trying to take that out. Let me speed it up until it's locked on. Alright, so you can see that Inferno Tower is now locked on to 3 dragons, 4, and now 5 dragons. And look at the health bar on those dragons. They're barely moving. To the extent that they are moving, it's not because of the Inferno Tower, it's because of the air defense that's nearby. This is a mild tickle to these dragons. I mean, 2,300 hit points, and they're only losing 30 damage per second. It would take 76 seconds for that Inferno Tower, I can't talk right now, to take out those dragons if there were no other defenses shooting at them. So you can see those 2 dragons are locked in on the Inferno Tower, but nothing else is shooting at them. So they're going to just mosey on over to the Town Hall, take out the Town Hall. It's going to take 10 seconds or so, but they don't care. That Inferno Tower is just barely a nuisance to them. Now, if that Inferno Tower were set on single target, 5 seconds, those dragons be gone. And just mow them down one after another. But it's not, it's set on multi. Now, what is multi-target set good for? That setting is good for if you're going against hogs, you're going against balloons. It's going to be able to take out numerous ones at the same time. And that's why if you are doing a hog raid against a base with multi-target Inferno Towers, you're going to have a tough time. Unless you got some free spells if you're a Town Hall 10, you're going to have a tough time because those Inferno Towers can take out a lot of hogs pretty quickly. So if you have it set on single target though, those hogs probably do just fine, because while remember, it resets every time. So the Inferno Tower locks into hog number 1. Well, you probably got about 30 hogs in your group, so it hits 1 out of those 30 and starts at 24 damage per second and only ramps up after time. So it's going to take a couple of seconds to get rid of that first hog. Then it moves on to the second one. Meanwhile, the other 25, 26, 27, 28 hogs are overpowering the Inferno Tower and taking it out. So every defense, I think I've already said this, but every defense has its strengths and weaknesses, and in Clan Wars, your job is to, because you can scout the bases and you know what you're up against, it's to build your army to have the strengths against their defense's weaknesses, and that's most appropriate against X-bows and against Inferno Towers, which have multiple settings. So, I've got some other stuff to talk about with regard to hogs. I took a pretty big beating from a hog raid last night, and probably ought to talk about anti-hog bases, but we are already over 13 minutes, and so I am going to wrap this particular video up. I hope you've enjoyed. If you want to know about future videos, go ahead and hit subscribe below. If you got any ideas for future videos, feel free to comment in the section below. Hope you all are having a great day. Good luck to the comeback kids in this war, and we will see you next time. Take care. Bye.